What's up, everybody? This is Colin from Holistic Heritage Homestead. I hope you're all well. Check out this beautiful lemon balm plant. I'm going to give you folks lots of information about this awesome plant and talk to you about how to grow this plant. So this is known as Melissa Offinalis, and it is a member of the mint family. It's perennial. Folks, this is absolutely delicious. It's nutritious. I wish you could smell this. Wow, it's on my hand now. It is absolutely awesome. And it's perennial, and it grows in zones 4 through 9. And in your warmer zones like 9 or 10, this could survive through the winter, okay? In your colder zones like 4, it might survive, but you're going to want to insulate the roots with lots of mulch, okay? Some things to keep in mind. This could be considered invasive, folks. This spreads by seeds, so it readily self-seeds, which is kind of awesome, but you got to keep your eye on it. And it also spreads through the roots. Just think of mint, very similar. It's in the mint family, folks. So one thing you can do to prevent the spreading is what's called deadheading. So once it puts up flowers, you just pinch them off. I just posted a video recently about deadheading basil. Okay, please check out that video. So you can get rid of those flowers and prevent it from self-seeding. Also, if you harvest regularly, you can keep it under control and keep an eye out for those runners from the roots. Be responsible. Do not plant this near a neighbor's property. What I recommend is growing it in containers or a dedicated garden bed or dedicated area that is, you don't mind it taking over, okay? And some of you might look at that as a huge blessing. I do. And some of you might look at that as like a nuisance, all right? It just depends on how you view it, folks. Now, the leaves, stems, and flowers are all edible. How cool is that? You can use this many different ways. This is super versatile. You can use it in desserts, okay? You can use it, one of the most common ways is tea, okay? Like a hot tea. What I like to do, what I've done in the past is add this to some iced tea, okay? The flavor, obviously lemony, okay? And some people say it has a bit of a mint taste. Let me eat some right now and see if I agree with that or not. I actually do think it has kind of a minty taste, if that's a word. So it's versatile. Hot tea, cold tea, desserts. You can use this to kind of brighten up your cooked meals as well. Probably great with chicken, with fish. Very, very versatile. Definitely something worth growing. Now, as far as medicinal qualities, some people say this is great for indigestion and also good for anxiety. This is good for a nighttime tea to help you sleep, folks. Now, I'm not a doctor. Do your own research. Anytime you eat anything or ingest anything, ask your doctor. Okay, there's my disclaimer. But this has been used for over 2,000 years, folks. Over 2,000 years. So this has been time-tested, proven to be delicious and nutritious, okay? Romans and Greeks used to use this stuff, folks. So I definitely say give it a go, give it a grow. As far as planting, all right, you want to have them at least 12 inches apart. Now, if you watch if you watch my previous videos, I like to plant way closer than recommended. Do what you think is best for you. It's recommended at least 12 inches apart. When you're planting the seeds, you can do it 6 to 8 weeks indoors, okay, before your last frost, or after your last frost, you can plant. Now, very important detail. It requires sunlight for germination. So you do not want to cover these plants, folks. All right. What I recommend is you can just kind of cast them around. Okay. Throw them around. Or if you want to take each individual seed and plant them, that's fine. But you're not planting in the sense that you're of putting it in the soil. You want to just place it lightly on the soil and just press them in. Make sure there's good contact with the soil and keep them moist to make sure that they germinate. You have a high germination rate. You want to keep them moist for sure to make sure you have a great germination rate. Now, when they're growing, you want to water them regularly. What I will tell you from my experiences, I have neglected this, and it was just fine. It prefers full sun, so you want to put this in an area where you have full sun. However, I've read that it may produce larger leaves with partial shade. Perhaps that's the plant's way of trying to create more photosynthesis and therefore producing larger leaves. So surface sow right on the soil, keep it moist, make sure it has sunlight or some type of light in order to germinate, folks. Okay, and when it first starts growing, you want to water this regularly. I would say daily or every other day. Water heavily, loose soil, okay? You don't want something too tough, but that's most plants, okay? This is cheap dollar store potting soil mixed with whatever else might be in there, and that's totally fine for it. It's a strong plant, it's resilient, so you don't really need to fertilize, okay? I've given this a little bit of all natural fertilizer, and that's it. Very, very little, and this thing is thriving. It is invasive, spreads by roots, spreads by the seeds. So again, put it in a place you don't mind it staying there for a long time, okay? And be responsible, don't plant it near your neighbor's property, folks, okay? Highly recommend growing this plant. If you learned something, comment below. If you've never grown it before, let me know what you're gonna do. Get involved in the comments. We can help each other, educate one another, and grow as a community. I hope you like this plant review. Please subscribe if you have not already. Take care, everybody.